welcome to Libby Hunt. Or Libby's Movie Hunt. I'm your host, Libby Hunt, along with Kevin E., my producer and co-host.
Hey, Libby, how you doing? For some reason, we both forgot about our microphones
I know,
right
I was
before
just
we
sitting there, I was
started
like,
today.
oh my gosh, I guess it's in the proper place, yes. So thank you for joining us on this cold, rainy day here in Dallas. I've got on actually my fleecy workout clothes. I call them my fake out clothes because I don't really work out, or my faker size.
My girlfriend does the same thing. Always wearing activewear, but doesn't work out.
Activewear, but it's a pretty color pink. But it is cold today. It makes it feel more Christmas. Someone said it might snow on Christmas.
I heard that too.
Wouldn't it be kind of fun?
I really hope so.
It did it about 3 or 4 years ago on Christmas
remember that.
Eve. That was so much fun.
Yes, definitely.
So fun. Okay, so we have 4 movies to talk about today.
We have 4?
3. Well, okay, yes. Yes, we didn't see Pitch Perfect 3.
That's right.
But we're going to start with Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle. Got 78% on Rotten Tomatoes. I screened it this week, and Kevin also saw it. And I loved it.
As far as the background, do you want me to explain a little what it's...
Yeah, explain a little bit.
I mean,
you saw the first one.
I
you
see
were
the first one.
probably a kid when you saw the first one.
Yes, but also, I mean, I remember seeing that in theaters
with
when
Robin
it came
Williams.
out. With Robin
Williams.
Williams.
And didn't you just love it?
I liked it a lot. That's why when I first heard about this movie, I was like, ooh, don't remake kids' movies. Like, it's just not a good idea.
Right.
And then I saw the trailer for it, and I saw that it's not even the board game. It's this video game, and these kids get sucked into it and basically become these avatars that are The Rock and Kevin Hart and these other different people, and they have to survive in the jungle rather than the jungle coming to them like in the original Jumanji. So it really is kind of a completely new concept. Rather than trying to, rather than a retread. So I applaud it for that. I think that's one of the better aspects of it. And you cannot, low expectations doesn't even define it. I did not even want to watch this movie. I didn't think it looked good. I thought the concept was dumb. The whole video game thing, I'm like, this is not cool. You guys are desecrating an original.
Yeah.
And honestly, now I think after watching it, and maybe it's because I'm older, but I think this is probably a better rendition of Jumanji.
That's what people said.
I mean, I really do.
Well,
I think it's a much better realization of the concept than the other one.
It's a whole own different movie too.
Yeah, exactly.
And I don't even listed in the characters. The singer that has a band of the 3 boys, he was in it.
I can't think of it off the top of my head.
Something Brothers. Jonas. One of the Jonas Brothers.
Yes.
I didn't realize he was in it. I was looking at it. We have Dwayne Johnson, Jack Black, Kevin Hart, and Karen Gillan, who was in 2 of the Guardians of the Galaxies, and she was also in The Big Short. She was great.
Yeah, very good.
The redhead. But, oh my gosh, Jack Black's character was hilarious. His lines that are borderline inappropriate. I mean, it's a family movie, but do you know what I'm talking about?
Yes, definitely.
They are some funny lines.
Which is good because, I mean, we haven't really seen Jack Black in a lot of good stuff lately.
I mean,
so it's nice to see, and in my opinion, so it's nice to see him in it.
I thought he was hilarious. Like, he made the movie for me.
Yeah.
So, well, before we go on, I want to show a little clip if we have one. Do we have one now?
I can't get my Jumanji clip to play.
Okay,
So
that's
we're
okay.
having technical problems with our clips today. Sorry about that, folks.
The director is Jake Kasdan. You know, his dad is the famous director Lawrence Kasdan.
Yes.
And so Jake, I didn't realize he did Sex Tape with Cameron Diaz. And he also did Bad Teacher with Cameron Diaz.
Yes.
But I really didn't know about this director. I didn't know Lawrence had a son.
Bad Teacher is actually a decent comedy where Sex Tape is terrible. But
yeah, it wasn't very good.
It wasn't very good.
It had potential, but boy, God, got inappropriate.
Yeah.
Some of those things, I was like, wow, that's, as we've said, sometimes movies go way over the top.
Yeah, just to be gross.
They're saying this movie is a family movie, sci-fi, action. I totally think you could take the family to it. I mean, there's a couple of references, but they're funny.
And they're ones that I don't think you're going to get unless you're an older audience member.
Right. And I mean, and even if you're little, they're kind of bathroom humor. I mean, they're maybe 1 or 2 of them were like, but I just found it.
Yeah, and I agree. And the adult humor is something that any kids of any age can handle.
Exactly.
I mean,
I saw it at a screening, and it was a packed house, and people were hysterically laughing, and I was laughing. So I think my 20-year-old daughter saw it with me, and she did not like it as much as I did. So I don't know what that means.
Yeah, I'm not sure either.
Yeah.
Because I'm a younger demographic, not as young as, but I enjoyed it.
So I highly recommend it. Let's give it.
It's very highly watchable. I
Very
mean,
watchable.
It
And
is.
it's not short.
No, it seems kind of short.
Right.
It does run through pretty. It does have a brisk pace, but I don't even remember exactly what the runtime
I'm
was.
thinking that Dwayne Johnson is like really. I mean, he's good in everything. At
Yeah.
first, when he was a movie star, I'm like, I'm not sure, and he's.
Well, yeah. How often does a wrestler actually end up making a good movie star?
And
I
he's-
mean, very rarely.
And his comic timing is great.
It is very good.
Yeah, and it's a cute concept because these characters, Jack Black, Dwayne, Kevin Hart, they all find themselves in other bodies. Like Kevin Hart is really in real life a beautiful, snobby little blonde-headed high schooler.
Yeah.
And he's like, no, not Kevin Hart, Jack Black, and here he's this overweight middle-aged man. It's very